It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick.
Hey.
High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast.
Hey.
High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast.
Hey.
High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast.
Hey.
And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel.
Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
And yeah, today we are joined by Nando.
Nando STL.
Yeah, I was going to do a DJ noise. Wait, do you know where that came from? The DJ noise? Oh, okay, me either. All right.
Where did it come from?
I thought you was
Somebody
here.
like, where did it come from?
You, the artist. So I would expect
She like, you supposed to know where.
Yeah, I thought you would be able to be like, yeah, so one time, this one song.
In 1962,
Right.
it was DJ.
Yeah. All right. So for the listeners, the watchers, can you give a quick background on who you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a St. Louis-based artist. I live in Atlanta now, though. I signed to T-Pain in 2023.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so
Congratulations
much.
too on
Thank
it.
you so much. Thank you so much. And ever since then, I've been hitting the ground running, doing my thing. For sure.
So how did that come about with you getting signed? Did you have deals previous to that?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the best one, though.
You made it the
Okay.
best one.
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
best one. It was
But-
what I wanted.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what I mean? All the other deals were almost like, I don't know, you get opportunities, but I was here, you know what I mean? So opportunities be very limited. So you be like, maybe I should take this, maybe I should take that.
Right.
But I didn't. I was smart enough to not take nothing. But when that fell in my lap, we got lawyers involved and we argued back and forth. But then it just came down to me just saying, bro, this is what I want. I'm not taking nothing less than this. And that's what I got.
That's awesome. Look at God. Did you ask for green M&Ms?
Why is that a thing?
Great M&Ms.
That's like the third time somebody done said that. What is that?
Because some people have a way they want like certain things in their studio or in their they want only blue M&Ms or something like it's been said that a lot of people
That
always
is crazy.
request crazy stuff like that.
I mean,
But it's so specific. I opened for Shauna.
Yeah.
And not Shauna. Trina. Sorry. I opened for Trina. And we passed by her dressing room and it was a big ass jar of green M&Ms.
Wow.
So when you said that specifically, like, what is that?
yes, because
It's
I mean,
because I
green's
can
for the
get
money.
it. Exactly.
Yeah. Why the green ones? They don't taste the same?
Yeah, they do, but
they
still
do. It's because they,
exotic or something.
Exactly.
Look,
Can you order just green or somebody got to like pick them?
So.
out?
You can't
I'll
order
be
just
like,
certain
pick 'em.
colors.
You want somebody to pick
I
them?
would like put some
You know
gloves.
how it's gonna melt.
You got all your right.
Pick them out. And I'll be like, I can tell if they was picked out or
Yeah,
not.
I'm not.
Look, the M going off of it because they got juice.
That's nasty.
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird. So you don't do no special requests?
I mean, I got like little stuff.
Like,
Cranberry juice.
why you ain't asked for nothing to come here? We would have had you together.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
See, that's why I didn't think you was gonna come.
Why, let us send a rider over? That's crazy. No. It's only for like specific situations. Like, if I'm at the crib, I try not to ask for nothing.
Okay.
You feel me? I just try to be helpful and be here.
Yeah, he
But-
like them
Thank
hoes
you.
broke. They came for it.
Absolutely not. Nah, it's just a me thing. I try to be as easy as I can be at the
Appreciate
crib.
Yes.
it. Yeah.
You feel me? But
We
everywhere
appreciate
else, I don't owe nobody else nothing.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's what
But
got
cranberry
me.
juice. So what goes
Yeah.
with the cranberry? You just love cranberry juice?
So it depends on who with me. Like, I usually make sure I leave space open. So usually when you send a ride over, the pen is like $100 to $250. If it's like $100, I'm probably just gonna buy some forces and get them away. But if it's like $250, we might get some cranberry juice. So if we on the road, we get stuff that we need for the next season.
Okay.
So I usually spend it like that. When I'm at home, I don't need nothing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Were you, not to give too much details, but when you home, do you have a home here? Or you just,
Nah, I'll be at that Maristar.
okay. I said, look, I
You
said, not
gamble?
to give too much information.
I don't gamble.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? I got a little situation with them now, so it always work out. Like,
Okay.
That's good.
awesome.
He's like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
that's why I be in. Out to the Maristar.
So being from St. Louis, where did you grow up?
Yeah, Hazelwood, North County.
Okay.
Oh,
You're County of
So
Brownie.
this is your stumping ground in somewhere around here.
Yeah,
County of Brownie.
County of Brownie.
What's the brown part?
What?
They
I
uniform?
never knew what the brown
Probably,
part
is
was.
it?
I guess because we black. Cause you was from the county. I guess.
I thought it was because their uniforms used to be around the cops.
Oh, yeah.
So
the
I
sheriffs.
actually
Yeah, they
just
did used to
They used to call the
brown.
cops County Brown.
But city people used to call the county people.
But see, I
County
never
Brown.
heard it till the one girl came, the realtor, and then y'all mentioned. I was just like, I never heard people.
I did because people always assume that I'm from the county,
You're not.
and I'm not.
Where you from?
I'm from North Side.
North Side.
Like, I know.
Fairground area.
So north.
North with the F.
With the F.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we both are from North Side.
Where you? Same area?
Yeah, pretty much.
So y'all knew each other already?
No.
Now it's so weird because
Connections.
as we talk, we learn how we know the same
Everybody
people.
the same.
We went to like some of the same schools in middle school, etc. And it's to the point that we can
We
be
had-
around each other. We know the same people, but
Yeah.
we did not meet each other
Gotcha.
in those spaces.
And
We met each other once entrepreneur came into the place.
That's how St. Louis be.
Yeah.
Y'all be around each other and don't know each other.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It was like that. I found my biological dad. He always stayed like a couple of blocks away from me. I never knew. My whole dad's side stayed in
It's
the same.
crazy.
I didn't even know. It was
Had you ever seen him before that?
I wish I met him though. My life would have been better.
That's
Yeah, he
crazy.
went around the corner. That's your daddy, girl. Somebody ran across like it's a little girl that looks just like you.
But I look just like my mom. I look identical to my mom.
Yeah.
Like type of vibe. So it's just like you wouldn't be able to point me out. Yeah, I was Warnell daughter.
Nothing
That's
Wynell.
little Warnell. I was little Warnell all my life.
Damn, there ain't nobody Wynell no more.
I don't think ever. I don't even know where that name came from.
I knew some Wynells.
Warnell.
I don't know war niggas.
He like, no, wait a minute, no war.
Nell.
No, I knew some Wynells.
No.
I knew
Yeah,
some
I knew some
Wynells.
No, Warnell.
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 He was in a war.
And everybody think it's a man. And I'm like, no, it's
His
my mom.
nickname was War.
Who, my mom?
That's her
Yeah.
mama name.
Your mama name was Warnell.
My mom name is Warnell.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about her daddy.
I was confused a little bit too.
I said I look identical to my mom. So all my life I've been called Lil Warnell.
I got you. I'm with you now. That's my
But
fault.
I didn't think that was your mama because I didn't think your mama name should be Warnell.
Her name is Warnell.
Why did her mama name her Warnell?
I don't know.
What's her?
Ain't
She
that a
got
crazy
siblings?
name?
Yeah, but they got a little. It roll off the tongue.
Warren
What's her
for-
middle name?
For a woman?
Lee.
Warnell.
See, that's why though.
Warnell Lee.
That go together. It don't make my tongue hurt.
No more.
Yeah,
Like
like
what
it's like
she said?
Antoinette or something. I'd be like,
Like,
okay.
Warnell.
But a short middle, you got to go big with the first.
See.
So
You gotta
I
go
asked
big.
her, does she have siblings? Too?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
their name?
So simple names: Sally, Felicia, Charles,
Where the fuck she get Warnell
Paul.
from?
Like, yeah. She had a twin when she was born, and his name was Wardell.
Ah, so it was really based off the guy. It was based off the twins. So
Who
she's
knows?
like Warnell and
Out of
Wardell.
the twins, well, the twin didn't make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know who came out first or whatever. So but she was a twin.
Gotcha.
That was his name, and he died
And so she was just like
in
Warnell
infancy
and
area.
Wardell.
Yeah.
The N makes it feminine, I guess. Nell.
Nell.
You can call her
Her
Nell.
name was Verna Nell.
Verna who?
My grandmother's name was Verna, and her middle name was Nell.
There we go. What was her daddy name?
Don't nobody know nobody daddies. No, don't nobody. I just said I met mine at 32. Don't nobody know no daddies. You going too far now.
The daddies was in.
We can tell you all about the mamas.
but not the daddy.
But yeah.
That's sad though.
Look at us. We done went down
That's
the whole.
sad.
We done went down this whole little family history loop.
Your daddy, the daddy name had to be War.
That's what I was saying.
Right,
Somebody-
like Walter, not Walter.
Walter or
I
something.
was gonna say Walter.
Yeah. Something with a W.
I probably should try to find out.
You
for
need
her.
to do one of those ancestry
I never
things.
cared for her to do that for her, but now I'm
Yeah.
kind of like interested.
Yeah, you should do the ancestry thing so you can see.
I did do it,
Okay.
and
It
that's
don't
how I
take-
found my biological dad by doing
okay,
it.
from around the corner.
And he stayed around the corner.
My whole family
That's
stayed,
crazy.
like always been here, and I never knew. I thought I just knew they stayed out of town.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So anyway,
Look.
music. How
Into you.
did they come about for you? The love for it.
I've been a musician.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you play different instruments.
yeah,
What
yeah,
you play?
drums, piano.
That's awesome. Oh.
Yeah. So
We just-
I was doing that. Doing like the church circus thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then I graduated college, had kids, and I decided I wanted to do something for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started rapping. Then I started getting paid to rap.
Yeah.
So I stayed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you ready to be putting on
Yeah,
for the city
you do.
for sure.
You,
Thank you.
yeah, your music is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I learned from you just on social media. And someone was like, yeah, they was really hype about you. And I was just like, who is it? And I told you I reached out to you before. Neither here or there. And I was just like, that's pretty dope. I love to see people
Art
doing
people.
something, and they're from the city and they're doing something positive. They're known for something good and positive. And so not only for where you're at currently, but people here talk highly of you.
Yeah.
All the
So
time.
yeah, that's dope.
Right.
My homegirl Courtney, she put me on to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Courtney. She was like, she's in a band. They
Come on, Midwest Avenger.
Midwest Adventures.
Shout out to
Yep.
Courtney.
Look at
Courtney.
look at
yeah,
her.
Courtney.
Yeah.
Put
Like I
me
don't forget no name.
Yeah, she knew me before all of that happened.
That's all.
Yeah,
dope.
she
Yeah.
put me on to him. She was
She was
like,
always-
check him out. And I was like, okay, friend.
Yeah.
I went to school with Courtney. We graduated from Mizzou together.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Fire.
So when did you know, like, all right, I want to transition from just being playing these instruments to actually making music?
Being a big dog.
Yeah, and I'm a rap. You know how to sing?
Yeah.
I sing a little bit.
I know
you
because
got a
you
little
sound like you was in
vocalization.
church playing them instruments.
You got to know how to sing a little bit.
Okay, so when did you realize, like, okay, I actually want to do this?
I think it was when it opened up a new network of people. So I feel like when you're a musician, you just hit there Sunday, you get your little $50 check, you go home. But when I started meeting so many different people doing so many different things, you feel me? And getting to be in spaces I never thought I could be in, that's what made me stay in this area.
That's awesome.
You feel me? It was more about the business than it was the enjoying actually rapping.
Okay. Was that move hard for you?
I think it's always hard. I think it's hard because the way the industry going, you can't just be one thing anymore.
Yeah.
Feel me? It was like
be versatile.
You had to be. We used to call people moguls when they was like beyond and doing everything.
Yeah.
Now you have. Now it's just content creator.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Damn.
It's the same thing.
It is.
Yeah, when you editing, you shooting it yourself, you directing
Yeah.
stuff, you coming up with ideas, you hiring a crew to help you do these
Yeah.
things.
You got
just
to connect over here. You got to go do this over there, a little some over here. Now you're just creating content.
It's crazy.
What do we have to do to get back to that space though? Because to be a mogul, like that's a stamp.
Yeah.
And everybody, not I won't say everybody, but you really know that means something
Exactly.
to have that title ahead of headline. Before
I don't think we're
anything
gonna
else.
ever get back there.
Really.
Yeah. I don't think so either. Especially with
Dang.
AI and everything that's available to us. I don't think it'll go.
Yeah.
Dang.
I got this theory that like the 90s was the closest we ever got to getting everything right.
Why you say that?
I just feel like it. I feel like we had just enough technology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just enough human interaction where we still had to be around each other, still go to the store. You could order things from magazines. The internet existed, but everybody wasn't focused all in this one area.
Exactly.
You know?
I get
But I
it.
think like once we left the 90s, we started getting further away from it.
So the advancement of technology, although it's been good, obviously, like now you see kids and they lack of like social cues or
Yeah.
a lot of things with them. You like, dang,
Yeah.
that's up.
Yeah.
But
It's
they
crazy.
are so super more smarter though.
They are.
more advanced.
But what
in
makes
certain
them
ways.
smart and advanced is their ability to operate the technology swiftly.
Yeah,
Not
but they also know a lot more stuff than what we knew at their
because
age.
it's the information age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the information age, and that's what they've been raised up in. So I definitely appreciate that. And even though like we're adults, it's some adults that don't know how to
Oh yeah.
communicate with other adults.
that's true.
I say that all the time. When people see me, they never really say nothing, and then I go home, be chilling, go to my DMs.
Then somebody
It's a whole conversation. It's like, well, damn, you was just in front of me. Why you
you
just
might be a
saying
little
something?
intimidating.
But it's nothing about
There's
me.
nothing wrong with speaking
That's
to somebody.
You intimidating.
That's
It's
like-
not
No,
me.
I'm saying this.
I don't walk around barking and
No. I don't mean you like when I say you
You like-
specifically. It's just a St. Louis thing. Like you could
Yeah.
see somebody you went to school with. You knew them since elementary, middle school. You with your family. Y'all in the grocery store. Y'all pass by. You look them dead in their face. You know it's them.
I'm gonna speak. though.
No, they don't say nothing. And then you get in the car and be like, I went to high school with dude.
No, I'm gonna speak. I'm
oh
like,
yeah,
hey,
I ain't gonna lie.
I do.
That's you.
But not because of lack of social interaction. I probably just don't want to interact.
Right.
You don't like to interact.
I kind of probably
Meanwhile,
want to be
me, I'm like,
left
hey, how
alone.
you doing?
Right.
I ain't saying
But people do that to me all the time. They come, they be like, high school, and I be like, I don't know.
And that's probably why, because you don't know who they are.
Yeah, more than
Yeah.
anything,
people,
more than anything.
people do that to me too, but that's why I don't be knowing a lot of people's names. So I'm like, hey girl, hey
But you
lady.
be recognizing.
I recognize. I don't miss a face.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I still remember a
I
face.
suck.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I do suck. I was even doing, for instance, the calls for the show.
Okay.
And one of the guys, he was just like, yeah, when we got done, He's like, hey man, I remember you from high school. You look the same. It's like you used to run track. I was like, yeah. I was like, you went to high school with me? I was like, what year? Well, he was right behind me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It's not personal.
Yeah.
I'm like, I swear this happens every time. I don't remember.
I don't know you.
He's like, it's okay. I was like, maybe send me a picture of what you look like then. Like, I suck. I suck. College too. I don't remember nobody.
I do.
Probably like 3 people. I don't know
That's a
no.
blur. College is a whole blur.
All this stuff is a blur. What college you went to?
I went to college in North Carolina, Fayetteville State University.
Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
HBCUs.
What you study?
Mathematics and forensics. You the
You
best.
smart.
My major was in mathematics.
Okay.
You feel me?
What you went to WB?
My minor is in analytics. You said what?
What you was going for?
I didn't know. I graduated. I got my degree in mathematics, and I started teaching math for a little bit.
Okay.
I did not
Okay.
like it.
Yeah, you didn't.
But-
The math part or the
struggling with
teaching part?
algebra.
Yeah.
Look, I helping my daughter. She's struggling with her algebra.
Hey, that's my joint.
She's like, a C is a C. A C, I got a C, mom.
She's like, I passed it.
That's
Yes,
crazy. I don't know
yes.
why everybody struggle with. I struggle with English.
I feel like
Because
this.
everybody
I
has
feel
different
like
qualities about themselves.
Yeah, I feel like math requires discipline. And typically people that struggle with discipline will struggle with math because math is one of those subjects you can't BS, right? You have to do it the
That
way
makes
that
sense.
it goes to get the right
But I
answer.
feel like it's easy because once you know how to do it, you can just solve the problem.
True.
And that's why I did chemistry. Because chemistry is like math.
It's a lot of math.
I ain't even cuss. Ooh, chemistry is. Ooh. I still don't understand stoichiometry.
It is.
Chemistry
it
is
is. If
horrible.
you got a problem, you have to solve it. You know how to do it based off what, like, the
Yeah.
problem, and you just do it that way.
I think you are brilliant.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna leave it at that.
I'm with you too, though. English, I feel like I got hair on my lip. English has never been my strong suit either. I was always good at math. Like I love that a problem took a whole page on the front and the back.
Yeah.
That was my thing. So
Like you did something.
it's kind of like,
Feel like
turning
you-
it to now being.
Say you feel like you did so.
Yeah, when
Like,
it,
yeah, it's like when we, as creators, right? Like when you start with something here, and then when you actually create and produce it, you like,
yeah.
da-da, give me the next one. You know, I'm on to I don't sit in nothing. I'm on to the next one. It feels good. So math has always been like one of those things
love
I
math
love.
too, though.
And I thought I was going to be an accountant
Okay.
until I went and did an internship at a bank, and it was the most boring
Yeah,
thing.
it is.
Yeah,
boring.
it's pretty dry.
I said, nah, I'm cool.
Try.
Yeah.
So I went to computers.
Well, speaking of what you're
Yes.
doing now, I got to ask: Is that pop the balloon scripted?
No.
That just be happening. You be keeping a straight face like that?
Yeah, it's so. Oh, I'm
Hey,
glad
you see her? She
said
in
that.
it. Look at her. You see? She.
I'm glad you said that. So I be telling people, I actually get the chance to talk to the people before they come on the show.
Okay.
So I get a feel for their personalities.
Okay.
So let's say you coming on, I got a feel for your personality. So if
Yeah.
you was this wild boy, for
Yeah.
instance, and now you on the show, I didn't talk to you, I didn't been in this room
Right,
with
you
you.
already
I
know.
didn't. So you're not really saying nothing that shocked me, but maybe to
Shocking
everybody else. So I can
yours, yeah.
be like this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go. Like, and I don't mean to look like I don't know. I've heard people like, how she keep a straight face and
Some of them answers be
That's
crazy.
because you professional. You there for a reason. But
Yeah.
I know inside you we want to laugh.
no. When I
be
want to laugh, I just laugh. A lot of times too, I just be like, man, y'all ignorant. Shut up. But no, more than not, that's dead. And
Yeah.
then I think because my everyday life, like I'm always doing something, I'm interacting with people.
Yeah.
This is not the first time I get around people when they talk. I hear this all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
And you animated too, so.
Do they ever go on dates afterwards or no?
yes, yeah,
They actually go?
on dates.
Like, after the whole pop the balloon is to find your match.
Yeah,
So the goal obviously is to match with someone that you feel compatible with based off of what they presented, right?
Right.
Post that, let's say you do match. There are people that definitely continue dating, and there are people that are, talking about
So
engagement.
this is like a legitimate dating show.
It is. It's unconventional. It's unconventional, but it's true. It's true. Yeah.
He's like, what?
Yes. This is not a reality.
It's
She's
real.
playing with me right now?
No, it's 100% real.
It's not. It's not
These
a,
people asked to come on this show. They asked to come on the show, and they want to find their match.
Yeah. It's a dating experience. It's unconventional, right?
Right.
So
I'm with you.
I can only imagine what it was like for the first person to be like, I'm gonna put out a dating app.
Yeah.
I want everybody to go to an app and see if you match with somebody. It started there. something like that. That became the new norm. Like now
Yeah.
everybody be talking about dating apps.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
now you go on Netflix and you see
Christian
people get
mingles.
married at first sight. Now you see all
Yeah.
these different unconventional ways of dating. This is just another form of that. It's just an innovative way of doing that. So it sounds silly ideally because it's like pop a balloon, you know, but think about it. Unconventional dating. Think about everything else that's unconventional and ways that people date. No one really go pull up at Philip 66. You see a girl, you like, God damn.
But I'm saying, so like when somebody respond back and they say something like, I ain't really feeling her nails, I'm gonna have to pass. And
Yeah.
that's like a legitimate.
They legitimately say that.
They legitimately do that. But now what I will say is this.
People just petty.
I don't tell you what to say or not to say, but I tell you to not be so irrational about things and really give a person a chance to talk, you know, because you got to think your nails, that's something that could be fixed. Right. And so it also kind of shows how it can be.
It can be fixed, but if you're not that person, you're not that person.
But you don't even know
if
that.
you knew you was coming on a show that you were coming to date somebody, it's like you going on the first date. It's like I'm going to go meet a guy. I'm going to present myself as such with meeting that guy. So if you just come on the show and you like, I just threw this on, I got this out the back of my car, and I'm going to go meet this guy, like that tells me about your character.
So
I do think of yourself.
I definitely tell everybody to be intentional, for sure, right? And I tell them to dress like smart casual. But for instance, there was one woman that came on. She came.
You tell them to dress smart casual?
Yes. Yes.
There's no way.
Yes.
There's no way.
Yes.
There's no way.
That's so funny.
Yes, that's what I say.
That's what they think is smart casual?
I say Google
Apparently
it.
not.
What y'all tell me to wear today?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Nothing.
Because if you told me smart casual,
But you-
I ain't smart nor casual.
First of all, you
Yes.
a different type of person because
Yes.
you've been in this spotlight and you know what we have to offer. A lot of them people have never been in front of a camera before.
They don't take it
nothing. They're not taking
serious
it
at
as
first.
serious.
But
Yeah.
now that so with the vetting process, we put extra steps in that space to where now you know, like when I tell you on my free time, I'm on FaceTimes with like 15 people in one day.
I'm coming.
And that please
Now I'm
come.
coming. You didn't.
And
I have to see this for
okay,
myself.
and that helps people understand things way more than what
Yeah.
they was, you know. Before, I don't think they really understood. I'll get on the phone with somebody and I'll be like, yeah, so what draw your interest to the show? Oh, I'm entertaining. I say, you know, this is a dating show. I was like, the premises of the show is to date. Oh yeah, I'm dating. And so at this point,
They don't
to
even
be
be
honest,
single.
you better be. To be honest, I will say thank you. I'm gonna share your information to the producers, and I tell the producer we're not going with that person. So now we are proven not.
Yeah.
So
At first,
It's a great show.
it's
I just
entertaining.
didn't know that it was a real dating show.
yeah.
It's a real
real.
dating.
Like Flavor of Love. I met Goldie. Oh, yeah, when we went to
So
school
that's
together.
different
And I'm
though.
like, y'all really liked him. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was
That was
different.
scripted, wasn't it? Some of it was.
That was
It was.
reality show.
So-
This is not real. These are real people
off the street.
that are single and they come in from different cities. And I want people to understand that too, because a lot
It
of
ain't
times
just
people
from St.
think
Louis
everybody
either.
is pure St. Louis, but people are traveling from different cities to come here.
I know that.
We do not hire people to come do the show. We do not pay people to come do the show.
Yeah.
People
ask to
want
be
to
on the
be
show.
a part of the
Yeah.
experience. And of course the viewership is major and it provides a lot of exposure for, you know, the right reasons at that. Not that that's the only reason that I feel like I just got my hair on my face. I'm sorry. Not that that's the only reason that you come, you know, but I tell people you're going to be successful with what you present and what you say.
Yeah.
So it's true.
Yes.
That's fine.
It
That's
is
what's
too.
up, man.
So now you don't have to think that it's scripted.
It's
Like,
not scripted. That's why my face be like this.
Because I'm like, who's writing this? It's gold, but who wrote it?
No,
No one
it just
wrote it.
flows.
It's just a
Terry
personality.
Bams is the creator of the St. Louis edition.
That's what's up. Shout out to Terry.
Okay, the one who's sitting
He's right
behind the
here.
camera. He
Yeah,
just
right.
walked out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody think I am the creator. I'm the host. Yes, I would like to be in the background and not be seen.
Yeah.
But I am in the
You did a
front.
great job, though.
Thank you very much.
You killing it.
Thank you. Really? Oh, thanks.
You killing it.
She like, I'm just her.
Thank you. I'll be like, I love it. It's actually beautiful, and then it's like if I could get people to believe anything about it, I want you to believe it's a community.
Yeah.
I want you to believe that when these people come and they do it, no matter what you saw happen on screen or whatever may have you, at the end it's pure community. Everybody gets together, all the contestants, every episode go hang out, all that. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look, we didn't sway it away, but I got a question.
Yeah.
So, your music.
Yeah.
What draws? Like, what's your passion when you write songs? And like, what makes you?
It changes all the time. Like at first, it was just about how I was feeling at the time. You know what I mean? Things I wanted to write about. Then it turned into me trying to create songs that I feel like have not been created yet. I feel like I hear so much of the same stuff on the radio or whatever I'm listening to that I try to make something that I have not heard before. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And then, but now it just depends on the situation. Like I write for other people. It depends on what we doing. You know what I mean? Which is kind of crazy that I'm signed to Pain because we so polar opposites. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like I overthink my words, and he gonna say we drink after drink, we drunk and got drunk. Like he just gonna jig like.
It's gonna put it together.
And it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Like that makes sense. That really did.
Yeah. After you think about it.
Yeah.
Right. That shit fine.
Yes.
So yeah, he kind of changed my perspective on
That's awesome.
on maybe it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? Maybe it is okay to just make something fun.
Yeah.
You know?
But
That's
fun
when you
is
know you
good,
really
though.
just vibe. You're living.
Yeah.
When you get to that space, and that's how I am. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Everything is fun. I don't do nothing that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Full optimized, full confidence. Everything is. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I can do a million. It looks like a million things, but it feels like I just do a couple of things.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know that feeling, and that's always.
It don't
awesome.
feel like work.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, I be happy. Shit. I be like, how much I gotta do this week? Yes.
Man.
Let's get it done.
Yes, let's do it.
For sure.
Yes, can predict it and see it out. So how is it? Speaking to you guys being opposite, how is it working with T-Pain?
Yeah.
Doing music. I know you say he definitely is influencing like you to not be so much of an overthinker.
Yeah.
Be present.
Yeah. That's like big bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
It's beyond that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a headache. You know what I mean? Because he's not the type of person who he's just not gonna just sit back. You know what I mean? If we doing a show, I know he's somewhere watching. You know what I'm saying? If I got sound check at 10 and his sound check at 5 p.m., he gonna be there at 10.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna watch everything, and he gonna have a list of shit for you to fix by the time you get off stage. You feel me?
That's good.
Like my accent, bro. The whole tour, he was on my head about me saying parents.
Who?
Parents.
So I be like, any parents in the house?
That,
And nowhere else but here would know. Like, what the fuck is a parent?
Yeah. What is a parent?
you can't talk
Am I
about nobody
saying
in the ORs either.
So how do you say it?
Am I saying? I said parent.
Your mom and your dad is your what?
Parents.
Parent.
No way you said that word.
I probably did
There's
consciously.
no way. She from the what?
From
God
her
damn,
side.
must
No,
be too.
she say certain words. It's some words
The
that she
or
can't say.
word.
She can't say the or word.
I do. You know.
How do you say parent?
I mean, if I'm just talking, I probably say it like you.
probably
But if
would
I'm
too, yeah.
if I'm being proper or versatile, of course I'm gonna say parents.
Parents.
But I'm gonna say parents.
trying to be funny.
I don't think
There's no way both of y'all saying parent.
Parents.
I struggle with parents.
What's
So y'all
what's your
say-
word? Your word. We talked
Parent.
about this last time.
No,
No,
it's just say parent.
the R word that you
Say
can't say.
put teacher conference on it. Just say it. Don't think about
Parent
it. Just
teacher
Parent
conference.
teacher. Yeah, parent teacher conference.
exactly. Parent.
You got it. You got
Parent
that.
teacher
You
conference.
got that.
That's true.
You got that. Parent
Look,
teacher
I'm
conference.
thinking about it now like parent.
Yeah, we do. We do. You right.
But tell them it's nothing you can do that shows you who you are. You Nando STL.
Exactly.
So you not without
But
the
say it again
STL.
though. Please say it
She's
again.
stupid.
Parent. Parent teacher conference. Like that's just how we say
He
it.
tells all the parents. All the parents.
Bro, I'm talking about, and it's so funny. Nobody knew what I was saying.
Wow.
They all looked around like,
But do you?
But you got a mixture though.
I was
'cause you
gonna
got-
say
you
that.
sound like you from STL, but you got that North Carolina.
I was swear to God, you took the
got,
words
you
out
got
my
a
mouth.
little North Carolina
Yeah.
twang
Took
in
the
there
words,
too.
yeah.
So
That
I
went
think
real
that
country.
mix exactly. I think it's a mix. So your parents is a little parent.
Yeah,
really parent.
Yeah. You sound like grandparent.
No me.
Parent.
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
real strong with it.
That,
I was
that
just like,
time
what
in
is
college
this?
really affected you.
Yeah. So
But
don't
it's a
put
bit.
that all on St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fully St. Louis.
That ain't. Yeah, we ain't had.
But we
that.
do People say parent teacher conference.
Parent teacher conference.
Yeah.
Who says parent teacher conference?
No one.
White people.
And I mess my daughters up too. They be talking. I just be like, they be like, Mom, where to earn it? I be like, oh,
Ooh. Earn.
I love it. It was beautiful. It's beautiful.
But yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. It really changed my life.
That's
for sure.
that's North Carolina.
That's
That-
North Carolina.
What I just said right there?
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it. It's North Carolina.
The whole.
How you see it?
No, I don't hear
Y'all
different.
heard no different?
No, that's the parent though.
You know what?
That's how we dance in North Carolina. He do.
Okay.
How long was you there?
How long was I what?
In North Carolina.
Oh, okay. How long was you there? I think 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, them 5 years definitely real
So
talk.
chew you up, boy.
Man,
Yeah, hit me
took
hard.
it down through there.
Then talk to me from St. Louis.
Hard though.
Ain't nobody. We don't be talking like that.
We got a little twizzle.
Yeah.
Twizzle.
I'm not gonna lie though. When I travel, people be like, "You sound like you're from Alabama
Yeah.
or Mississippi." I'm like, "Do you hear how people from Alabama and Mississippi sound? You must never heard them because we don't sound like that." But then when I talk to people from St. Louis, I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah. I feel like we do talk like that.
Right.
Yeah, we
We are
do.
super country.
Just slow.
Yeah.
We talk slow.
They
talk
fast.
really fast.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They talk fast in country.
So,
Right.
what you got coming up next? What's going on?
My next release, I'm finally finna start dropping. I was about to drop an album
Okay.
called Kane. It was done, completely done, but then I changed my mind and wanted to do a few different things. So I'm just gonna drop 18 times instead of dropping a full album.
Okay.
And so me and AJ McQueen drop in a few weeks. I don't know if y'all know AJ McQueen.
Dun, 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 dun. I feel like you should have put that behind it.
Yeah, that's going crazy. I
Okay.
drop another record called Hood Baby right after that.
Okay.
Baby.
I got LaRussell on the remix of Hood Baby. His album just came out. Shout out LaRussell. Me and Payne got a record coming out. Me and Murray got a record coming out. I don't know if y'all know who Murray is, but hit it with Tom with the quicksand.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got a record coming
You
out.
know we know
called
some.
Glory.
One person.
I got a bunch of stuff coming out after that. It's just month after month after month. This is the last month I get to take a little break. So
Really? Oh, so you just came back home,
Hey,
yeah.
for us.
chilling?
I'm on tour 3
Thank
times.
you.
So
That
Do
was,
you
I
love
caught you
touring?
right on time.
do I love it?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
I think it just depends on the tour. I don't like. It's like I done been to so many cities. I think we did 40 cities last year, and I hadn't seen none of them. By the time you get there, you go straight to the venue, and when you leave, you leave the venue like you haven't seen anything.
I think that's what people underestimate when you do tours.
Tours.
Because I get that
Think
too.
it's fun.
Like, oh, you always doing this, and I'm like, well, I like it. I
Yeah.
do. But I don't know what it's really like to be
In
and
this
sit
place.
down. It's just personal, and I don't know what that's like. The whole time I'm there to work, and then when I'm done working, I fly in, and I had to share this with Terry. I would fly in on a Saturday morning, go straight from the airport to the Hills class, do the Hills class, go straight back to the airport, and be back home by 11 p.m.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm like, I'll be back tonight, y'all.
You be
Bye-bye.
exhausted.
Gone.
That day, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I shut down a little bit for Sunday, but I'll be back at
But
it.
at least you at home in your safe
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When you move around so much, I be like, I just want to go get my bed.
Yeah.
I don't even want to stay in no hotels. I just want to
Yeah.
go home. And I don't.
Yeah.
I like the money though.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
Of course.
That's
It's
what's up.
fun to me.
Money though. That's how you know they're gonna money though.
The money
You just
though,
said it.
it's coming out.
Money though.
It is coming out. Well, can you share with the listeners, the viewers, again, where they can find you, your
Absolutely.
music, and tap in?
Absolutely. You can find me at Nando STL everywhere, anywhere.
Now that's
You feel
St.
me?
Louis.
You can definitely find me on anything Nappy Boy associated. And that's it, man. Go look it up.
And
I got one thing before we end this.
I was gonna say you can find him on season 3 of Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
He coming in.
I gotta see this.
You looking for love?
Coming in.
I gotta see this. I'm looking
you
for something.
You
Because
single?
if this ain't scripted, I got to hear it.
You single?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gonna come on Pop the Balloon?
Let's go. I'm coming.
Like I'm
Before
coming
you
that
go
day
on
too.
tour,
When is it? I go on tour in August.
we could get you on in a couple of weeks.
Let's do it.
You sure?
I'm here. I'm here till
I'm coming in the lineup. Look,
Drop this episode.
Come on. Come on. You gonna come in over real?
I'm coming in the lineup.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But
And then she gonna be like, he said,
If you pop your balloon on me.
he said, she gonna be like, he said, perm.
Oh my God.
that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say they parents teacher conference.
I didn't know what he
It was-
really
it was
meant. So
bad.
me, you gotta really pronounce
That's
your
your
word.
word. And I don't even like parents like that.
I see saying that.
Okay, go ahead.
But I want you to do something for us.
What you mean?
Since you're here, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
What's up?
Cause you're a rapper.
All right.
I want you to drop a couple bars for the High Heels and Tea podcast.
You want me to drop a couple bars?
Sure, yeah.
Just acapella?
Yeah, for us.
thing.
Yeah.
All right, big. Let me think. Since you didn't put me on the spot much. All right.
She beatbox really good.
All right, check this out. This called Adam and Eve. All
Okay.
right. How you feel about apples? I like the bitter sweetness. Fruitful conversations is really my weakness. I keep being adamant about asking, are you free this evening? Cause it's eating at me. You ain't eating in the Garden of Eden. What you be drinking? Is it water or wine? Or you like the ribs? You should take one of mine. It be feeling like heaven when your hand placed in mine. Even the devil be jealous. We have a hell of a time. Can you pass the mustard, please? I don't need much with these. All you really need is the faith of a mustard seed. Hope I'm still around when you old and you gray. Able to get around, or at least with a cane. Ooh, speaking of that, how you feel about kids? How you feel about forever? How you feeling about this? My fault, baby. I got carried away. Bow your head. I'm gonna go ahead and pray. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this song.
Let's change the song and pop a little intro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Say that.
So people could be intentional.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Always.
That was fire. Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you. And we're going to see you in a couple of weeks regardless.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you for watching the High Heels Tea podcast.
Thank you for having me.